The first 30 seconds hit you with the moment I found out my due la 122,000 UTV was gone. But what's wilder than the disappearance is how it went down. Linda, the HOA busybody, straight up took it without a word, assuming it was abandoned. Here's the kicker. I'd rigged that UTV with a GPS tracker and an alarm system built to nab people like her. No, this isn't some Hollywood script. This is what happens when an HOA tyrant picks the wrong guy to mess with in the wrong neighborhood. Freeze frame. Yep, that's me. The dude whose private well Linda tapped into illegally to water her precious garden. What did I do? I flushed her system with sewage, and trust me, that was just the warm-up. So how'd we end up here? Buckle up, because it all starts with a perfectly innocent Lot 12,000 off-road UTV I bought with my own money. I wasn't flexing or showing off. It was a tool, a toy, and a reward for years of putting up with Linda and her crew of rule-obsessed enforcers. If you think I'm exaggerating, you haven't met her yet. Linda runs the HOA in this neighborhood like it's her personal fiefdom, and the rest of us are just peasants dodging her wrath. A few months back, I tried reasoning with her about the insane fines she slapped on people for tiny infractions. I figured we could talk like adults. I'd only parked my UTV in my driveway overnight because, let's be honest, my garage is stuffed with things I'd rather the HOA not know about. But Linda? She saw it as a personal insult, an eyesore, breaking some rules she dreamed up after her second martini. The first time she banged on my door, I didn't even open it, just listened through the wood as she ranted about my tire size. Not the brand, mind you, just the size. I knew that fight wasn't worth it, so I let it slide. But my patience was wearing thin. Fast forward to this morning. I'm sprawled on the couch, sipping coffee, when my phone buzzes. I glance at it. UTV tracker, movement detected. That ping hit me like a shot of adrenaline, but not the panicky kind. This was the thrill of why Tori, because I'd been waiting for this. Linda had no clue, but that UTV was wired with a GPS and an alert system tied to an app. If anyone moved it, I'd know instantly, and if they tried to drive off, it'd ping the cops automatically. Genius, right? I'd seen her eyeing it for weeks, dropping snide remarks about how unsightly it was. She probably thought I'd just leave it there for the taking. Little did she know I was watching her as closely as she was watching my UTV. So there I am, standing in my living room, piecing it together. I open the app, and sure enough, the UTV's on the move. I tap the real-time map, my finger hovering like I'm hunting for treasure, and there it is, Linda's car parked right in front of my driveway, loading my UTV into her garage like it's hers. That mix of rage, excitement, and pure justice? It's a rush. I couldn't believe her nerve stealing it without even asking, thinking I wouldn't notice. But I wasn't sweating it. The tracker was live, the police alert was triggered, and I was just waiting for the show to start. I grab my keys, hop in my truck, and head to Linda's place. I had to see this for myself. As I pull up, my phone buzzes again. Police alert system triggered. Game on. I park across the street and take a deep breath. The drama's about to unfold, and I've got a front row seat. I can hear Linda inside, probably gloating over her win. Convine said I'm too dumb or lazy to care. But she doesn't know I've been tracking her every move. I laugh. It's too absurd. This self-righteous woman just made the dumbest move of her life, the kind you don't bounce back from. I'm standing there, soaking it in, when police sirens start wailing in the distance, getting closer. But there's one more twist coming, and Linda's not ready for it. This is the moment everything flips. How much trouble can she dig herself into before she realizes who she's dealing with? The sirens grow louder, and I can feel the tables turning. I watch as a cop car rolls up to Linda's house. The officer steps out, all business, while Linda's still inside, oblivious to the storm about to hit. She's probably patting herself on the back for cleaning up the neighborhood. I lean against my truck, arms crossed, savoring it. The officer knocks hard, and I catch Linda's startled face through the window. She opens the door, and he lays into her with that no-nonsense tone I've seen 100 times. I can't hear the words, but her body language screams denial, arms flailing, probably spinning some story about misunderstandings. Classic Linda. From where I'm standing, I see the officer point to something in her garage. At first, I think it's the UTV, but then he holds up my tracker. That rush of satisfaction? Unreal. The EVY Denke is right. There are no excuses, no lies. She's caught. Linda's still trying to talk her way out, claiming she thought it was abandoned. Sure, Linda, because people just abandoned 122,000 vehicles. It's theft, plain and simple, and the cops not buying it. I decide it's time to step in. I am not letting her twist this into some sob story where I'm the bad guy. I stroll across the street, nice and slow, letting her see me coming. Her face goes white when she spots me. She stops mid-sentence, realizing I'm the one who set this up. Everything okay, Linda? I call out, dripping with sarcasm. Looks like you've got some help from the authorities. She's speechless, a deer in headlights, and it's glorious. The officer nods at me. We've been tracking the UTV. It was taken from your property without permission, and she didn't report it as found. Linda's scrambling now, her face red with fury and shame. She stammers about misunderstandings, but it's over. Got anything to say, Linda? I ask. Maybe explain your HOA rules, like how they let you steal my stuff? She's fuming, but silent. The cop finishes up, gives me a thumbs up, and says they'll handle it. Linda's left on her porch, humiliated, as I walk back to my truck. Victory tastes sweet, but I know her type. She's not done yet. The next morning, my phone buzzes with a text from an unknown number. It's a screenshot from the HOA's private Facebook group. Linda's posted a rant, painting herself as the victim, claiming I stole her property, tricked the cops, and harassed her for doing her job. According to her, my UTV's an eyesore that broke every rule, and she had every right to take it. I laugh, digging her own grave. I don't reply. Instead, I call a buddy in local law enforcement. I explain the UTV theft, the tracker, the police report, and Linda's latest stunt. She's escalating, I say. Just keep an eye out. He agrees to watch her, and I feel a little lighter knowing I've got backup. Days pass, and Linda's posts keep coming, claiming I traumatized her by calling the cops. It's almost impressive how she twists it, but I'm not fazed. At the next HOA meeting, she's in full victim mode, accusing me of chaos and undermining her authority. I stand up, calm as ever, and lay it out. Linda stole my UTV. I've got proof: GPS data, police reports, her own posts. I drop the bomb, and let's talk about how she tapped my private well illegally. The room goes silent. Linda's frozen, no comeback ready. The board's uneasy, but they're listening. I've got her every move documented. Her reign's crumbling, and she knows it.